What's up, YouTube? RC Bustin' Out over here with another upgrade video. But before I get into all the upgrades and stuff that I'm gonna talk about in this video, I want to take the time to thank you guys for all the subscriber. Just hit 100 subscriber today, and when I created this channel, I just wanted to share as much information I can with a lot of the upgrades, and also kind of keep this as a log of the progress that I've made in the hobby and my quest for high speed. So thank you for subscribing, guys. I really appreciate it. It motivates me to keep going and make more videos, and I got more stuff coming. And I just wanted to take the time to say thank you first to all you guys who've subscribed and all the comments, and I appreciate your comments and questions, and I love getting back to you guys and sharing the information and my experience, knowledge that I have, and all that I've learned up to this date. Thanks, guys. So let's dig into this video. So in the last video that I made, we upgraded to this guy, Mamba Monster X, and let me tell you, there is some insane power coming out of that guy. I was able to notice a major difference between that guy and this Hobby Wing, the Max 8 Easy Run 150 amps, and so powerful. And also the Contax GT8, these tires rock. This thing has super grip. It's insane. So first run out just to test this guy, and after I geared her down to 24-34, I ripped on like the second pass the freaking axle, the drive shaft on the on this side. The power was so crazy that even on this guy, even running at a pretty good speed and taking off pretty strong, I was not able to pull wheelies with no weight on the front. With this guy literally stood up straight, and that was taking off like feather light. It was insane. The power that's coming out of this Mamba Monster X is crazy, and there's a reason, I guess, why speedrun guys like to go with this setup or the XLX, because castle creation, I got to give it to them, and it has to do a lot with the whole thermal cut over current protection. This guy protects itself really well, and if you squeeze just a little too hard when you're taking off on your speed run, it goes into cutoff mode. And that's probably one of the main reasons guys who do speed runs probably try to stay away from this. I mean, it's a good ESC if you want to just bash around and you want some good power to bash. It's excellent for that. But this is my experience, and I'm telling you the truth. I want to just share with you guys my experience. If you know how to drive with it, you can pull it off. You just have to really know how to take off and how to handle the takeoff. It's all in how you take off, because if you squeeze it too hard when you're starting to take off, the current burst is going to throw this puppy into cutoff mode. With castle creation, that did not seem to be a problem at all. Whether I took off a little hard or gentle, it just goes. The thing just says, gimme, 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 I want the power. So that's what happened. I also have since then made 2 other upgrades. I have the Integy shock tower, because the plastic one was, I noticed that it was not straight, and there's so much power going and so much torque in this rear end with this setup that I decided to go ahead and upgrade that to the Integy aluminum. And I also upgraded the A-arm, trying to figure out what was causing my tire to be toe out, which if you have a toe out and you're taking off, especially with this much power, your car's just going to spin around. It's impossible to keep it straight. You need to either be straight on or have a slight toe in. So I couldn't figure out why my wheels were toe out, and it happens that the RPM old A-arms, you can see here, see the wobble? They're bent. Here, I could push on this side, nothing, but where the shocks were, it pushed so much that it permanently bent it, and it was causing my tires to be toe out. So at first I replaced the shock tower, thinking maybe there's something with the shock tower, since it seemed like it was a little crooked because it was the plastic one. Replaced that, problem still persisted. I had even swapped my the casters out to see if the angle would change, and nope, it still stayed the same. So long and behold, it was the A-arm. So if you guys are having problem with your tires being toe out, I suggest looking into your A-arms. Swap these guys out first to make sure that they're not bent and causing your toe out, because that's the easiest route to troubleshoot. And if that doesn't do it, then it's most likely your A-arm. So I went with now the Integy aluminum, because now this won't allow twisting and bending like the plastic does. Eventually I think I'm going to also do that for the front. My kids' Bandit, the blue one, is also already starting to show the same thing, and those A-arms are not even that old. The ones that I put on the Bandit, they're fairly new, and they're already starting to show a toe out. So I'm going to go ahead and upgrade all the other cars also with aluminum A-arms, just to prevent that. Also, cap pack. I built this cap pack, and I'm using the exact same brand model caps. I'm going to go ahead and leave a link below. Castle Creation wants pretty much for these 4 mounted on a PCB. They want like 21 bucks for that. I built this for $2.50. Caps were about 25-26 cents a pop. This proto board was $3, and it was big enough to make 2 cap packs, because I'm going to go ahead and make cap packs for all the cars. So I wound up buying like 12 of these caps online, cheap, through Newark Electronics. And I just cut the PCB, soldered them. I didn't even, I just took the leads and folded them over and folded over and folded over all the leads, and solder both sides, so that I have like a whole row of leads soldered together, and a whole row of leads soldered together between the positive and the negative on the caps, and then just soldered some wire onto the board and put a header for a quick disconnect, so if I want to ever take this apart, I can take it apart easily. But very cheap, and exact same caps that Castle uses for a fraction of the cost. So as far as Driveshaft, I finally bit the bullet, because I knew that if I get anything else less than that with this much power, I'm probably just going to start popping through Driveshafts. So I went with the MIPs, and these are part number 180-140. And these are hardened steel. I can feel it that these are pretty heavy, and they give you quite a bit of parts in here. It seems a little intimidating, but I'm sure that it's easy as just, filling out your tax forms. Yeah, about that. I'm just kidding. It looks intimidating, but I don't think it's going to be that difficult. I may make a video showing how this goes together, just to show you guys, because there is quite a bit of parts in there, but it really shouldn't be that difficult. And I've heard several people say that, yeah, it does look intimidating because there's a lot of parts, but once you start putting it together, it actually goes together quite easy. And this easy run, just wanted to show you guys comparing sizes. I mean, yeah, this ESC is just a little bit longer. The Hobby Wing, the width was about the same, and the height, the Hobby Wing was actually just a tad bit taller, so, and it's a little heavier than the Castle, the Mamba Monster X. I'm debating on whether to go ahead and return this to Hobby Wing, because they'll give you a partial credit towards an upgrade. So I can upgrade to the Max 6, which can go up to 8S LiPo for 98 bucks. And the ESC, the Max 6 usually goes for about 160 bucks. So $60 cheaper. And put that into the Typhon so that I can keep it for bashing, because for bashing, it's fine. For speed runs, not the easiest and friendliest ESC for speed runs. But there is plenty of power there to move around if you want to bash and bash heavy. And if you got a heavy truck, you want to move the heavy truck around, it will do it. So that's what I have. I wound up having also to buy another set of these, because when I broke that off, well, I lost the post, and even if I did find it with all the Loctite, the threaded part that was stuck in there was going to be useless. But these are cheap. I picked these up for like $10 and change off of Amazon, the exact same ones that I have on already. So there you have it, guys. That's what's going on. As soon as get a chance, I'm going to go ahead and make a video on how to put these together, and we're going to get her back up on the road. Another detail, the data logging on this thing is freaking amazing. There is so much information that's so useful in the data logging. I wish I would have saved the graph so that I can put it up on the laptop and show you, but I'm going to go ahead and do a video on that. I was able to see everything on the run that I did, even though it was 2 quick passes at a high school, so it was shorter. It was more of a test run to test the function, power, and alignment and all that good stuff. I wound up half throttle, just over half throttle. It said it was a 54.5 power, percent power, drawing 68.8 amps. And with the previous Hobby Wing ripple pack that was attached from this guy, I was getting 3.4 volts of ripple current. And granted, 50% throttle is going to be the most critical. It's going to cause your ESC to heat up the most in motors, because you're running at a 50% duty cycle, and it's when it works the hardest. Low throttle or max throttle is going to be the easiest on your ESC. So I pulled 68.8. I pulled a total of 1600 watts of power, 50k RPM. Let me see what else was on there. I can't remember off the top of my head. I just remember those being some of the big ones. So there's tons of good information on the app. So I'm gonna follow up. I'll make another video and show you the graph and the data log after a run, so you can see everything that it has to offer. It's pretty amazing. That's one of the main reasons why I decided to go with the Mamba Monster X. And I'm still debating whether I want to go upgrade this one or just go with the Mamba Monster 2, which I can get for like out the door for 124 bucks. And it doesn't have data logging. It has the same power specs as this. It's just that it doesn't have the data logging. And for bashing around, I really don't care about the data logging. I just wanted to put a good ESC on the Typhon 6, so I can run her hard, pretty much. So that's it, guys. Again, thank you to all you guys who have subscribed. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And have any questions, I will get back to you. Please leave them down below. You guys take it easy, stay safe, and have fun. Bash them, race them, break them, fix them, repeat. Peace out.